just started a new recording for the next segment we're gonna do. Andy, we'll just do it live on air. Why don't you just come on? We'll test the audio, and we can just go from there. I don't think we need to go behind a secret curtain. Um, Andy, how you
Here
doing
I
tonight?
am.
You
What's
are.
up?
You're sounding better. I think I think you may have fixed it.
I think I got it arranged for Zoom, at
Nice.
least. I've
That's
got to
awesome.
switch it back for the streams and everything. But yeah, how
Nice.
you doing, man?
Good.
Excellent
Good.
show.
I,
Excellent
I
show.
like you moved your graphic primordial sounds to the top corner. You made a whole scene for this.
Yeah, well, I had this one for like recordings and for Zoom calls and stuff like
Right.
that. But yeah, I figured we're gonna
That's
be on
awesome.
Twitch, so put that up there. I like
That's
it.
awesome. Well, how are you doing tonight?
Doing well. I'm tired, but
There you go.
that's the usual on work days. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, we got two live Monday night football games. I know Stuart's in chat. One
hey,
of
everybody.
I don't know if you're caught up in the games, but I am gonna give a scoring update. I'm sorry, Stuart, if you're not. 24-7, the Eagles are up. And the Buffalo Bills are up 41-7 in their game. So hope I know a lot of Canadians like the Buffalo Bills. They're kind of like the honorary Canadian team for a lot of people. But I do know I'm trying to remember who Stewart likes in in the NFL. I think it's not them. I think it was some other team. But Stewart, if you're let me know when you're back from ads. Um he's in ad hell, I guess, on Twitch right now. All right, so I think everything is still working. I just want to double check. So we are recording. I have that. Let's try to switch over to the art scene real fast to make sure that's all still working.
All
Uh,
right,
do, do,
sounds
do.
good.
Um, share screen. Click on
All right.
Photoshop here, and I change it to a two-up design. I kind of wanted to see. Let set this up again. Oh, that sounds so cool.
You can hear it, right?
Yeah,
I
but I
figured
definitely
it,
has more reverb and more like I can actually.
yeah, well, the last time it was just like raw guitar feed without any kind of processing. So this time I had to like switch it all around with
Nice.
but you should be able to hear loops and stuff too, so we could put that on in the background if
That's
you'd like.
awesome.
Is
I
that
do I
the
do
moose where the moose started out?
yeah, actually you're not wrong.
Right.
So I made it so that it can have other animals appear in space. So
I
you could in
recognize
theory,
the lightning anywhere,
right. Well, it's funny because watch, like, you can make it so that it like blinks back and forth between. Oh, well, that just makes it the moose one. But you can choose other graphics and other animals and stuff like that. I've used it as a background template for other things. All right, let me try one other thing real quickly. Start video. I had a dog feed going, but then the dog got called upstairs. So I'm gonna use this as a
Uh-oh.
second. Well, my wife
You
thought she
avoid
was being.
spills at least.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, so that way people can see my keyboard work a little bit.
Yeah, I
There
like
if
that.
they're interested.
That's cool.
Um, all right. So we got again 24/7 in one game and 41/7 in the other. But let's go into a brand new scene and let's talk about what we're going to design today. And then I might do a little bit of a music break, let you do some music and do some promos on Discord to get more people in the chat.
Right.
And I figured I wasn't going to share the sports side of it, but maybe I could just share this as its own thing. And I also wanted to test. I think you can change the game and stuff midstream.
Like your category that you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Also, hi everybody. I'm Andy, Primordial Sounds. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, yes. I was gonna formula introduce you in just 1 second. Let me just try. Well, why don't you noodle around and I will try to change the stream title and then we can go from there.
All right. Well, let's see if this works. You can hear that, right? I figured out some really cool stuff with this keyboard. I can turn my reverb on and off right here. Go to the next part of the song. So I was thinking either an animated fire emote or a loop emote. So we'll do both of those. One or the other will be animated, obviously. Does that sound good, Robbie?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that gives us a little leeway in case one idea doesn't pan out. For animation, at least, you know. So yeah, this is gonna make things on stream a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. I added a little more to the Hey Ya loop as well. So let me know if it's, you know, a little loud or anything. I'm just looking at Zoom,
yeah.
so I can't really tell. What were you saying?
I think it's fine for right now, but then I might have you bring it down a little bit when we're doing the design stuff.
Yeah. See, I was looking at some fire icons, and you know, I figured you probably have better resources than me just Googling it.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff, so we can see what you come up with.
So you don't, because we had talked at one point about doing like a crying thing.
We could probably do that anyway, but I think I'd like for these two, one to be a loop and one to be a fire emote.
Okay.
Because you know that won't be that much to do.
Yeah, I think both are
animate
pretty.
the crying one.
Yeah. So let's talk real quickly. Why don't we bring it down just a little bit, just that way. And
Better?
Champ, I think it's better. Champ, let us know. Are we ducking each other, or because I don't know if sometimes Zoom doesn't allow for like music to be interfaced in, but I don't know how it's sounding right now. So Champ, let us know in the
check
comments.
on my phone real quick.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's talk about. No, don't worry about it. I'll let Champ just let us know if you think it's going one way or if you can hear us both. And it sounds. Oh, it says it's good. It sounds fine. Awesome. This is cool. I didn't know you could do music and the other person talking at the same time. So I've never gotten to try this before. All right.
Yeah,
so. Yeah, all right, let's try it. I mean, there's no downside.
It was real low compared to our voices on the phone, but you know, that's what we want.
That's what we want, so it's good.
Exactly.
All right, so let's do one of them first. Let's just talk about it. So you said fire and loop, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to do something cartoony where it's like you on fire? Or do you want it to just be fire? Do you want it to be a guitar on fire? I mean, there's, you know, because I was thinking what you could do. I'm not trying to push any ideas, but I can give you some thoughts I have, and then you can tell me what you want to do. I like the crying you is funny. It's kind of iconic. People seem to like it. We could have you doing a different facial reaction, right? Because, you know, not just copying the same one, doing a similar idea, but instead of it being yellow, it's red, and then like an animated fire coming out of you, like almost like a Super Saiyan. So you're like radiating heat, you know?
I do kind of like where this is going.
So, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna stop the screen share for a second. I'm gonna take a screenshots of you doing different poses. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is actually pull your camera up a little bit, so that way I get a little bit more of your head. Just temporarily. And then we can always bring it back down. Awesome.
Better?
Yeah, it's better. All right. So we're gonna take some screenshots of you. Let me see if I can get it into a different view. Hold on. I'm gonna try to get it as large as I can on my screen, so the graphic is as large as it is. All right. So, let me go back to the other scene real quickly while I'm doing this. All right. So I want you to do like whatever pose you're gonna do, you're gonna hold for 2 seconds. All right. So, the first one is gonna be like, we could do like a shocked face, like, right? And then we could also transition it where it starts off where you're very subtle, and then you like become in fire, like grab like 4 or 5 different what will become our frames, right? So like you could start off calm and collected, and then you can like light on fire, kind of like I've done with yeah, exactly. The other thing we have to talk about is, what do you want the static thing to show up on emote walls? So it could start off as just a fire, and then it goes to you. So almost show the ending first, you on fire, and then how you get there. But the loop will read right, but then it's you on fire is the static at the beginning. Does that make sense what I'm saying? So really the last frame becomes the first frame.
Because a lot of those emote walls will be the first frame
that happens. So that's one of the things that I'm always thinking about in animated design is, what do we want that thing to be on the emote wall? Because not all of us are We Speak English good where the animation shows the whole thing on our wall.
I like that idea.
Yeah. So do you want to try that, and we can see how it goes, or we can always just scrap it? I think we should just focus on this one emote for tonight, and then if we have time, we could do something quick for a loop. But like, plan on doing one, see how it goes, and see how we feel after that. So what I'm going to have you do is, for these designs, I'm going to have you move the microphone a little bit away from you, because it's not necessary for this part. It'll make it easier to Photoshop and cut it out, because then I won't have to cut out a microphone. And then we're going to do, let's say, a 5-frame animation. So it's going to be maybe you, and then you get excited, and maybe energized, and then maybe like scared. I don't know. Do you want to be excited that you're on fire, scared that you're on fire, angry on fire? You know what I mean? Like, there's different emotions that on fire could elicit, I should say, right? I think that's what do you want the end to be, and then we'll work backwards from there.
I'm not sure yet, but
or let's come up with an idea, and then we can always try it, and if you don't like it, we can scrap it.
I was thinking, like, like an angry face would be good for, or part of it at least. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's good. All right,
here,
let's I'm gonna have you try 5 different angry faces, so we can like have some choices to choose from, and then I'm gonna import them into Photoshop, and we're gonna decide what the end is gonna look like. And then once we figure out the end, we'll work our way to how we're gonna get there, if that makes sense. Okay, it's kind of backwards, but I think it'll work. All right, so move the mic away from you temporarily, and then so angry face number 1, and hold for 3 seconds. All right, I think you're too happy. I think you got to be angrier. Like, yeah, more. There we go. Now you're angry. I like that. Try one. Let's maybe like that, but eyes in different positions, like eyes more open, like a death stare. There you go. That might be good. And you know what? I'm just gonna show what we got. There's 3, and if we need to do more, we'll do more. So we're gonna be back to this scene, and we'll switch it up.
I can't wait to see these.
Yeah, we're gonna do a 3-up on this design. So we're gonna take all 3 of the screenshots. We're gonna put them up at the same design, so you can see all.
That's actually pretty good right there. The first one. Yeah, that one's way too happy looking.
Right. So I think we're gonna scrap that one for now. We're gonna hide it, but we could maybe use it as one of the in-between animations still too.
Or
so
for a different idea.
For a different idea. Yeah.
Or we could start happy and then be like, what the fuck? I like
Exactly.
the one on the left.
Yeah, this one?
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're gonna end.
Like, if it holds on any of them for longer than others, the one on the left should be the one.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see, could we maybe go from one to the other?
It sucks the lighting's kind of poor, but
actually it's fine, because I'm gonna super effect the hell out of it. So let's
That's good.
yeah, so let's make it full screen real quickly. And I'm going to do a quick little analysis of a couple of things. So those are your eyes. This is where your chin level is. This is where your top of your head is.
We're mapping my face out.
We are mapping your face, and that gives me the ability to map other parts of other faces to it. So
It's cool. It's interesting stuff. So what's going on, chat? How you doing tonight? Thank you so much for joining.
Oh yeah,
us,
I never shared it to a bunch of groups. So here's what I might do. Before we go too far, why don't we have you do Hey Ya? I'm gonna mute myself. I'm gonna do a little video for Instagram and let people know that we're on. And then I'll also share it to a couple of Discords real quickly. And then when we're back with that, we'll come back and do more emote of this beautiful mug right here. And so I'll stop this screen share real quick. And what I'll do is I'll pin you real fast, and that way you become full screen. And then why don't you let people? I'm gonna hold on. We're gonna do. Does this work? Pin. And
Oh no, it's just me now.
let me see if this works like that. Awesome. All right, so everyone, this is Andy, Primordial Sounds. You can find him on twitch.tv/Primordial Sounds. I'll do a command down below, but we're gonna have him play Hey Ya for you. I'll be back in a second, and then we'll do some more emote design then. But Andy, take it away, and we'll be back in just a couple moments.
Thanks, Robbie. See you soon. All right, let me get this set up. We'll play some Hey Ya. So yeah, my name's Andy, Primordial Sounds here on Twitch TV. I'm a musician, singer, songwriter, and guitarist from New Jersey in the United States. And yeah, I really enjoy music. Like to get more into writing more music, and we're doing loops here on the Twitch. It's kind of our new gimmick on the stream. And that's how we're gonna do Hey Ya for you right now. I gotta sing quietly though, but we will play it nonetheless. So let's start it off at the beginning. I think we might have to bring the volume up a little bit. get together, oh, we get together. Separately always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say that nothing is forever, then what makes love the exceptions? Wow, 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 wow. We so in the now when we know we're not happy here. Well, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Shake, 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 shake it like a Polaroid picture. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. You know what to do. You know what to do. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah.
Awesome.
There we have it.
All right, let me see if I can plug back in here. All right, let me
Then we can just go right back.
let me just switch the pin off you.
Just get me out of here. Take some of the pressure off. Oh yeah, I gotta turn the reverb off. But
All right,
that's really
can you do me a quick favor, Andy? Can you
Yes.
just turn off your camera and on again in Zoom, and it'll reorient all of our cameras.
alrighty. Stop video.
And then start it again.
Start video.
Hold on, that's weird. It didn't. Oh, because you're still pinned. Hold on. Would be why. Hold on. Remove pin.
Thanks, champ. That's a new one. I started learning that recently, but it's a great song. I really enjoy that.
Awesome. Okay, I think that I've fixed it. All right, now I can share the screen again.
Yep, I'm down at the bottom now.
Perfect. That'll look good for this view. Awesome. All right, I've shared to a couple things. I didn't add everyone on your Discord just in case anybody's still up.
That's cool. I did one before we started. So
Okay.
they're getting lots of.
I didn't see it, but maybe I just missed it. That's I'm
okay.
sorry about that.
No worries.
All right, sounds good. All right, well, hopefully people will tune in. If not, people can check out the VOD. So let's take a look here. We got that face and then this face. It's pretty. I kind of like the idea of maybe it ends with that, but it could maybe flicker like as you're energizing with this face. I feel like we could use both faces.
I feel like we need a surprise face in there too. Like,
Okay, a surprise face. All right, let me stop the share real quickly, and we're gonna have you do your best surprise face. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit real quickly. Okay. All right. So give me 3 different surprise faces. All right. And then number 2 would be. All right. And one last one. All right. Nice. All right.
oh boy.
These are good. All right. We're going to go back to sharing the screen now.
Content gold. That's really cool that we got the sound figured out. You know?
Yeah, it looks so much. It sounds so much better. So anyway, all right. Let me bring in these different ones. All right.
I like that one.
That's one. Got this one. This looks like you're about to become like a pirate or something.
Arr.
All right. So let's just see. We got
These
this one.
require rehearsal, it seems.
All right. So those are all the ones we have. That
Not
one's-
bad for spur of the moment.
Exactly, and it's fine. It's a gift that we're memeing, and it's also going to end up being like very tiny, right? So, all right. I'm gonna leave.
So
these.
like, can we get the background out of
Yep.
there and make it? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm making sure we're happy
Nice.
with them before we get that far, you know. So, we're also gonna add effects to your face and stuff like that. So let's talk about like color levels and adjustments. So, actually, you know what? I think you're right. Let's just cut you out of all these. Well, let's decide which ones we're gonna keep, right? We're gonna create a video timeline and create some frames.
I hope my neighbors enjoyed that performance of Hey Ya as well. It's hard not to get loud on the Hey Ya part.
Right. So we wanted to end on this one, I think. Now I got you blinking. All right.
That's fine.
All right, but let's add some of these other frames in to see what happens.
Things get weird.
Right. We're- I feel like we need like just a normal you smiling one to throw in here as a layer, right? I don't think it. What are your thoughts? Or do you want it to all be like weird faces?
We can do that. I think that's a good idea. That way it's, more of a natural progression.
Right. I just want to see what that looks like, huh? We can hold on certain frames longer too. You could be like, do you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
I have seen it.
Yes. You know how you like they charge up Super Saiyan?
Yep.
So I was thinking you could charge up and get super powerful and end like with a final energy of 9,000. Let's just see how maybe you grimace on this.
Yeah, it seems like it should be neutral face, and then the surprised ones, and then into the angry ones.
So neutral, then you're starting to energize, you're surprised, get angry, and then you're there, right?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that'll work.
All right, let me stop screen share. Let's get you a neutral face then. Hold on. All right, neutral face 1. Look at the camera. I think you nailed it. Let's just see what that looks like.
I'm awesome at neutral.
And I mean, it's a meme, so like it does not have to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like I feel like the cartoonier, the sillier, the better. You know?
Right.
So it starts neutral, then you get surprised, super surprised, angry, and then super powered, right? Okay, let's just. All right, so maybe surprise for just a little less time. So we'll do it for half a second of surprise. So we're gonna ignore. We're actually gonna delete the first frame for now. I know what we're gonna end on this one, but let's just watch it in progression. And then we're gonna hold on this the last frame for longer too. So you're charging, and then you're done. So it's fast through this, gets a little slower, and ends slow, and then it loops back around. Because this is actually gonna be the end frame, right? And then it'll start again. All right, so
that'll be the start frame too.
Yeah, it'll be the start frame. It's actually going to be the start frame and not the end frame. But I'm showing it in order right now, but like, because it's a loop, so it doesn't really matter what's the start, you know?
Right.
But it'll look better for us for timing it out to just see where it ends.
Gotcha.
All right, so the whole thing is 1, 2.5, is about 3-second animation. Pretty good. So it'll go pretty quickly. It'll happen a lot of times in a minute. Right. Or you can have it even stay on the last one for longer. Up to you.
What's the timeline like?
So right now it speeds up and then slows down into your angry
Is that
face.
0.2 seconds? What I see so there? 0.5.
So it's 0.2. Then this is for half a second. Then this is you're charging for 1 second. But I actually might split it up, so it might be the same image but different effects around it.
Could you make it like shake a little bit as it's getting to the charge?
Yeah, for
That'd
sure.
That'd be cool. Yeah, okay. Maybe longer than 1 second on the last one or the first one.
Yeah, for the last. Yeah. All right, so I think let me just try something. We can see if we like it. So. I'm actually going to do this for 0.2 seconds, but I'm going to do a thing this way.
And see, this time I didn't even touch it, but it's got original sound on.
I think it's fine though. I think that it was whatever the other settings were. We're having an issue.
Yeah.
So we're gonna change it.
Does it seem like it's in stereo?
Good.
That's important.
Do you see this now? What we've done?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? You're sort of shaking around. Do you want to shake up and down, or do you want is shaking just sideways?
I mean, if you can make it go up and down a little bit too, that would be cool, I think. If we get bored with this loop, I can put something else on. I like the piano I added.
Yeah, it's really good.
we'll make it even bigger with more layers.
Be the biggest layered heya ever. What are your thoughts on that? See?
That's cool. Those white lines won't be in there, right?
Yeah. Everything's we're gonna
Some are
Photoshop
gonna
out
be
the
cut out.
background. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I'm just trying to make sure that we're happy with, how we're laying out before, because the cutting out's what takes so long, but you want to make sure you're happy. You don't want to cut out things you don't need to.
It's definitely the effect I was thinking, Kinda
right.
like
And we'll add fire to it and other effects coming off of it as well. So, all right, so let's start photoshopping real quickly. I think we should just do it on black. The background just be black, and then that way the fire and the emotions that we come off of it will be in stark contrast. It'll be like yellow and other colors, right? I think it's really hard to do it transparent because I think there's too many details going on. It's gonna add too many what we call artifacts in the imagery, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's better to have a static color background.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense.
Are you okay with that? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, wouldn't you have to cut out around the effect as like each frame, Is that how you would do it? Like if you were to make it so like it ended at the flames and then was transparent beyond that? You'd have to kind of like...
Well, I'm gonna still cut it out. I'll show you we're gonna just put on a background just temporarily, and if we want to take out the background, it's on a separate layer, we can always remove it later.
Right. It just seems like it'd be a lot of work for you.
Yeah, it would be a lot of work. I'm not gonna lie. It will slow us down. So,
yeah. Okay, let's see how this works out. This is coming along pretty cool. Eddie's emotes came out really nice. I saw them on Twitch the other day.
Oh, thank you. All right, so it's this, then it goes to surprise, then it's that, and then you're charging up, and then you end with that. We're just timing it out. I just want to make sure there only one layer is open on every frame. So now we're on layer 1. We're gonna take this thing. We're gonna Photoshop the hell of it. So we're gonna make it even larger. All right, so we're gonna click on a layer. We're gonna rasterize the layer, which means it's no longer an image that's imported. I can now...
What was it? Rasterize it?
Rasterize, exactly.
I've heard of that, rasterization.
Yeah, so it turns it into an object that I can now erase away. So you can see you can erase away. So right now my background layer I'm gonna do like a neon green. And it's gonna make everything appear a lot easier for me. Yeah, now I can see what I've cut away.
Right.
We're gonna go back to this and we're going to, there's other tools you can use, like quick selection tools, which then you can select an area, see? But we're gonna take some of it away. You wanna keep your headphones. I'm gonna add back in, so I'm holding down the shift button, and if I hold down the option button, you can drag parts of it away, see? Trying to see what's behind you. So that's part of the lights, right, coming through?
I think it's like mostly the chair you're seeing and the lights reflecting off.
Got it.
I don't know, I can't tell.
And again, this is gonna go so fast that we don't have to be perfect, you know? We're just trying to get it generally looking pretty good. So that looks pretty good, you know? And then I'll do the same thing. That's why we try to do it in like 5 or 10 frames, because I just don't, you could have more frames and be more detailed, but it's gonna go by so quickly. I just don't see anybody really noticing.
Right.
So I'll just do a big swatch like that, and then I hold down the option button, and then I sort of bring this part back, see? I'm doing a little bit of guesswork of where the headphones are, but you know, but it's pretty close. See, we lost a little bit of the shoulder, so I'm just gonna guess what your shoulder is gonna look like and just paint it in. See, no one's gonna be looking that closely, you know. And again, we're looking at this at really high resolution. When it's small, no one's gonna notice these little pixelations.
True.
Rasterize this layer.
I'm missing all the Pokemon.
Yeah, I guess I am too.
Too busy focusing on this.
That's fine.
Okay. Let chat catch these ones.
We're just giving them a chance. I mean, if you see one, let me know. I'll switch over, but
I'm trying to keep an eye.
I'm not sweating it too much. I realize I have more of your headphones in some of the shots and less in the others. But again, I think it's gonna go pretty quick. I don't think people are gonna realize.
It's gonna matter too much.
And I'll even notice it less when it's got a black background because it's black headphones, you know? Which is another advantage of that. We rasterize the layer one more time. Kind of happy that your face is so in light and everything else is so dark because it'll make people focus on that part.
That's what we want to focus on.
So I'm just taking the smudge tool here and we're grabbing this thing and then I'm making sure that all right, we're down to the last one. The nice thing about using all these, just moving the layer, as long as you don't resize it, you can use the same image in different places. But the second you resize it, you've got to duplicate it and do it again. So by doing the shake with everything being in the same frame, it helps us. It's part of why I wanted to do that part first.
Gotcha.
And if you have any questions about any of the design stuff, I used to be an art teacher. I love talking about it. So I'm happy to explain any part of this more in depth or whatever. Right now I'm using the quick selection tool. I'm just selecting big areas and then I'll cut them out. Oops. basically now it looks like you're on a green screen, and now we're just looking for artifacts. Like here I see this, we got like a black line there, and I see down here we've got, need to fix the shirt a little bit. I'm gonna just roughly approximate like more of a shirt for you. See?
Who doesn't like more shirt?
Part of it was covered by shadow, but I think that it reads more believable this way. See, when the image moves around, you start to notice different parts of it that are not finished. And so that's what we're doing, is just doing finishing touches. I'm trying to get everything to come off the frame. Do you have the, what other loops do you have? That way people can hear different ones. Just curious.
Bunch of them. Let me get that up.
Just so people can hear different stuff that you do.
Yep. And so we don't go insane.
A good byproduct, for sure.
Yeah. I really like when I'm making them, I'll catch myself sitting there for way too long, hearing the same loop. That's not what I wanted. Let's see, what is this?
All right.
All right, this is, that's right, I gotta put this on custom. I got Boys of Summer.
That's reading pretty well to me with everything cut out. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it.
I mean, there's some shifts and adjustments, but again, it's gonna go pretty quickly and be pretty small. I'm not too worried. And what's great, Andy, is if we ever want to touch this up or do different or make adjustments to it, I'll save the Photoshop file. We can always come back to it, right? And you can always upload a version 2, delete the first version, you know? So none of this is ever permanent. I always tell a lot of people that we could always update our emotes, you know? There's nothing. Let me save this. We haven't yet. We've done a lot of work. All right, let's
Don Henley's Boys of Summer loop.
nice.
Just for chat. For chats now. I'm sure you've heard it like 100 times already.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you letting people know. All right, here we go. I'm gonna fake some parts now, where I'm gonna I know shadow is over this part in the picture, but I'm just gonna fake it and make the shirt go across. It'll look like you're wearing football pads, but
Pokemon. I don't know if it's any good. A Jupiter.
Let's go see.
Sorry, gotcha.
Oh, a dew spider. Oh, we're too late. I wonder if I had it before. Oh, I had. Well, that's good. All right, that's starting to look really good. All right. So now we can start to make you on fire.
That's the best part.
All right, let's look online for different fire pictures. Hold on, I have an idea. Let me... Let's look at fires and see what sort of stuff they like.
3 things a fire needs. That's a weird headline for a picture or an article or whatever it is.
Do you want the fire to be changing colors over different frames? Do you want it to be one color fire? What are your thoughts?
I think one color is good.
Okay. Just looking at different types of fire. Oh, here it is. I just found a fire. I'm going to see if it works. Let me start screen sharing Photoshop again.
Okie dokie.
All right. I want to try something real quickly, and if not, we can scrap and do something else. But I was wondering what happens if the fire grows behind you.
What's up, KR? Welcome, KR Acoustic. Great to see you, brother.
Alright, so we're growing the fire.
Thanks for joining us, KR. How are you this evening? badass emotes. Or Robbie is, with my guidance. We'll need a lot of subscriptions for that to happen.
I'm duplicating the fire and making more fire.
Nice. It'll take up the entire background eventually, right?
Mm-hmm.
That would be good.
So I'm going to smudge this a little bit so that way it reads more believably.
Because I would be sweating with all that fire. Enjoy, KR. Thanks so much for joining us.
Alright, we're going to transform this. We're going to warp this so that way it takes up the entire...
Nice, I like that.
Alright, let's see how that looks. There's still some work to be done, but...
It's cool. It's definitely coming along really well.
Alright, I think I'm going to...
I had thought to myself a fire emote. This is a stretch from what I had in mind, but it's really cool. I like it. I'm glad you brought that idea up.
Alright, that's pretty cool. You're going to see it's called a motion tween at the end. It's going to blur you, but you're going to look like you're in flame. Alright, let's take a look at it.
Alright. Nice. Is that like the actual speed it'll play out?
I think so.
What do you think about the shaking? I think maybe a little faster if we could just speed that part up.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
I
how
agree.
that works,
All right.
but yeah.
Like that.
Sorry, Ryan. I didn't catch you.
Here, let me just
Trying
fix
to
one other
think about
thing.
where I wanted to go with the
Alright. You know what? I don't know if I like the blur is just so different than everything else. Let me try to do something a little bit different, where I
Alright.
still continue to shake, but I. I just want to see what happens if we just go directly in.
The shaking's definitely a little more frantic, like, like we want it to be. thing. I could stay on for a little longer if you'd like to keep going. I'm just gonna put a different loop on because
That sounds good.
I get
What?
tired.
Any other thoughts on this?
Um,
I have one other thing that we're gonna add some coloration to your face, so that way, like the other one, you became very yellow. I had an idea here for an adjustment layer. Hue saturation. Trying to decide, do you think you should become redder as time goes on, or do you think it should be red Andy the whole way through? I was thinking, the other one's yellow. Oh wait, you're changing the scene, so I realize I don't have your audio. Yeah, audio is not coming through. Is it still building? Oh. Yeah, Andy, you're still muted, just so you know. Yeah. Did you change projects?
now can you hear me?
Yes.
That's why. It's because I had to change like the output channels
Got it.
to do the Zoom thing, and not all the sets are set up for that.
Got
My
it.
bad. I'll have to
You're all
remember
good.
that.
Do you want to be red Andy the whole way through, or do you want to get redder as time goes on? What are your
We should
thoughts?
transition to like midway to the reddest at the end.
Yep.
Not too red, I don't think. I don't know.
You got too red?
No, that's good.
I wonder if there's a layer effect I can do.
I was thinking like a cartoon devil would be too red.
Trying to decide whether if everything goes redder, it's easier, but if we just want the face to go redder, it's a little bit harder, but still very doable. What do you think? Do you want the whole, everything gets redder over time, or just the face?
I'm thinking just the face, but
Okay.
I don't know how it would look with everything getting redder. There's a wild
Isn't that crazy that you can do that?
Dracozolt,
Oh,
whatever that is.
I mean, I don't have. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. I would definitely try for it. All right, I think that's pretty good. What do you think? You want the final red to be even redder?
Yeah, I think so. That'll complete the cycle, yeah. Did we catch it? You caught it. Good job.
I wanted to try something real quickly. It might be too intense. Your final form. Too much?
Yeah, I think so. It's
Okay.
like a negative type.
Yeah,
exposure.
I inverted the exposure and made it red. But I just wanted to try it. You never know, you know?
It is cool. It was, you know.
What about that? Too red?
It's a little much.
Okay.
Can we dial the red back just a little bit?
We could also
Could do that. A little curly mustache.
There's a lot we can do. I'll just play around with it. We can always go back.
That's fun. Definitely don't want to do that in the final email, but that's hilarious.
All right. Let's undo some of that. I think we'll just do this.
Pear, welcome back.
How about that? So just a little bit more.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
All right, KR, this is the final animation. I'm wondering if we do more layers of shake and we bring this fire up slowly up a little higher.
That sounds like it would be cool. Is there like a limit to the time that the GIF can run for like Twitch?
60 frame animation. So we're all at 16. So we're
60, huh?
Yeah.
And can they be any length of time for the frames?
There's a file size limit, so I think you
Alright.
could probably not do it longer than 60 seconds.
That's wild. I didn't realize you could have such
Long GIFs.
running GIFs.
Yeah. Yeah, most people don't. That's why Josh's dancing turkey emote is so long. I think it's gonna read better. What do you think?
Yeah, I like it. It's a little smoother, it seems like.
Yeah. All right, let's move frame 1 to the end, the beginning.
I can hear him.
Export, save for web. We're gonna see what it looks like as a gift.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Not bad for 1 hour of work, right?
Definitely.
All right, let's save it. Called Andy on Fire. So we're gonna save one at full resolution. I made this a super high resolution GIF. So that way it's gonna be 1,000 pixels by 1,000 pixels, and you could show it on stream, and it could be pretty large. I mean, the larger you show it, you'll see some of the pixelation, but at least it'll give you the ability to show it large, right? But then I want to export it as something a little bit smaller. Do 100 by 100. And then I'm going to do an in-between one. I'm going to do a 300 pixel one as well. That way, you should try to upload the largest one that you can, but if it throws back an error, then go down in size. Does that make sense?
Right.
So, yeah. But now when I give these to you in a hard drive, you can be able to use some of them on stream or whatever if you want to as well.
Right. Very cool, very cool.
All right. I think we'll probably raid out and call it here just because it's already 11:20. But then we can always work on some sort of a loop one, either at a different time. Actually, it's good that KR has joined us. KR, are you still in chat? Because I was gonna ask him, are you gonna be our guest next week on this little bit of a make your own animation Monday? But I'd like to have KR on stream. And I know that he said that it was possible he'd be joining us. So I won't speak for him, but I don't know if he's still in chat or not. I know he was just a few minutes ago. Depends on the day. It would literally be this time next week. So it'd be Monday at 10 o'clock or so, maybe 10:10, somewhere in that time frame. Monday might work. Awesome. So we'll say tentatively that we're gonna have KR on the stream. I know that Andy hangs out in chat. Worst comes to worst, we could always work on the loop animation if KR can't join us. So I'll have just one of you guys on, or maybe even both of you on, and just be absolute madness. And because we could always have multiple people on as well, and do some sort of interview. And so KR, if you are gonna join us, think about some sort of simple animation you'd like me to make of you. I know that you have so many emotes of your dog, and it could be a static one or an animated one. I know that you've got a lot of cool things, but yeah, send me a DM. We can think about some ideas of either a static emote or an animated one. And Champ says he's getting Nirvana vibes with this music. I'm pretty sure it's a Nirvana loop.
It smells like Teen Spirit.
Yes.
Come by the stream, we'll request it. We'll play it for you.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Champ, noon Wednesdays.
Wednesdays at noon Eastern.
Yeah,
Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. Sorry to cut
Yeah.
you off.
No, it's perfect. And let people know about the big subathon. We haven't really talked about it that much, but let people know about it and what you're planning to do for it. And actually, I'll go back to screen sharing and we can show the graphic we made last week.
Sure. Oh yeah, on Saturday the 24th, so that's this Saturday coming up, I'm going to be doing my first ever subathon, and contrary to KR's belief, it's going to be up to 10 hours, so it's capped at 10 hours, not 24 hours, KR. So every subscription is going to add 10 minutes to the clock. We started with a default of 3 hours, but we've already had some contributions that we're going to add in advance. So we're at 4:20, 4 hours and 20 minutes. And we're hoping to get to 50 subscriptions total. So we can add these emotes that Robbie's making now. Woo, 24 hours, KR says. So the final goal will be to add 2 new emotes. I think 40. These are some of the incentives that I've come up with. At 40, we're going to have a rate a song with chat. So we'll do like a whole stream or most of a stream dedicated to that. I forget what else I have. I think I got it written down somewhere. But, you know, fun stuff. Make me work and stream forever. Merch giveaway. Unveil a new cover. Or some of the other incentives.
Nice.
So, yeah. Come join us. We're starting at 11 a.m. Eastern on Saturday the 24th on my channel. Primordial Sounds. Twitch.tv// Primordial Sounds.
That's awesome. Well, I hope to have KR next week. And Andy, this has been super fun. I'm happy that we did it. We could I'll export it and I'll send it to you so that way you can already put it in the emote picker, even if you don't have the slot yet for it, just to make sure that it's working and things like that. And KR just said, I clipped that, gonna splice it and add some auto tune and turn it into doing a 24-hour stream. Nice. Awesome. Well, if people want to see more of KR, when's the next time you're streaming? I know that we got Primordial Sounds coming up at noon on Wednesday. And then the big stream on Saturday is starting at 11 o'clock Eastern. Yeah, I hopefully that KR, I know that sometimes his streams are kind of random. I think he does usually stream Wednesday evenings, but I know his schedule has been up and down, so I'm not even sure if he knows when his next stream is. But definitely check out KR Acoustic, and he's a lot of fun. I actually mod for Andy here. I'm a mod over at the No Spots podcast. Thank you, Champ, for continuing to mod for us. And I also mod for KR, so it's kind of cool. So Wednesday, Sunday, and not again until probably October 2nd at the earliest. Cool. And thank you, Chris Thompson Music, for rating in earlier and sticking with us. Appreciate it. We'll give you a little bit of a shout out as well. Yeah, it's been a fun stream. All right, we got 1 minute until the last Pokemon, so we're gonna catch that Pokemon in chat, and then while we're doing that, let's figure out a raid target. And thank you, CT. Anyone have any thoughts of who they would like to raid? I'm looking as well.
But thanks for having me on, Robbie. It's been a lot of fun, and thanks so much for all that work on that awesome emote.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun having you on. I know that often you watch me stream and I watch you stream. We don't often get to stream together, so this is kind of cool. And I hope that people definitely check out Andy. I'll give his channel another shout out. And we have a lot of fun over there. Anybody have any thoughts? Oh, a Frillish. I don't know if I have one of those. Let's see.
Have you been over to Dead Flies music?
I think a long time ago, maybe. Ooh, Frillish I have not got. Pokey.
They're pretty cool. They're almost 4.5 hours in, but they're good. You should check them out. If not, raiding another time. They got a lot of Green Day and some other pop punk and punk music.
Yeah, type their name in chat. We'll unless anybody else has any other ideas of somebody that they'd like us to raid. I'm fine trying to visit a new person.
Just make sure they're not.
I saw Kevin Y. Wong is on. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
Who else is pretty good? John Lee Music as well.
There we go.
Dead Fly Music.
I think you would dig the vibe there.
All right, let's do
But
it. You're
they may-
you're the guest. I like to give my guest priority when they do a co-stream with me. So I like to do it. Let's do it, and we'll see. All right, I'm gonna start the raid call. It's for mature audiences, but I hope that you guys join us on the raid. And good job, Chris, catching the Frillish. And thank you, Champ, for coming on the stream and being a moderator as well. And thank you, Andy, for also being a moderator and coming on the stream. So two of my moderators on air with us. And so that was awesome. Sub raid command is this one. Grab your raid calls. We're going to head out. But thank you, Andy, for joining us. I like the fire emote. Come join us on Wednesday. And we'll be back next week, hopefully with good news against the Eagles. Maybe even having, we'll hopefully have either KR or maybe we'll even have Andy back, if not to do the leap emote. So either way, it'll be a fun time and look forward to it. And we'll catch you guys next week. Have a great one.
Take care, everybody. Thanks so much.